My goal was to make a serious company. With the company, you're standing mostly alone. You never know, before you start, what it will be happened in the time. I was always enthusiastic to do something, when I want to make a start for myself, some continuity for the future. Of course, wood was a passion, and I was starting in the furniture industry. And then the market was falling down. It was starting of the 80s.
As the market has fallen over
the biggest drop.
I was coming in contact with one man, and the man that was expert in ponderosa pine. And I think, yes, that's exactly what I need. A new product, a new market, and a new future for a new company.
which accumulated between Amsterdam and New York.
Here we go, long road, feeling fine. I don't mind. Watch us sing, see me swing, take me down to the ground. We'll probably sail around, 'cause I'm going California bound.
At home it was difficult, of course. It was after the crisis, Dus no money at all. Only I can take some extra mortgage on my house to import it, one container. And you have no money anymore. I have 2 children. It must be successful. The ponderosa pine, they have big knots. All the people was telling directly, the knots are too big and a knot is a defect.
Shop's about $700.
How I can sell a defect? I think why we will be telling it is a defect. It can be also a design. Of course, when you go to school, they will be telling that the knots are defects. But it is independent what kind of product you make. But when you put it in a design product, it will be beautiful.
And he was creating a little bit of difference of mindset.
This kind of thing, it will be after finishing beautiful.
We want to see that the wood was really living.
By the appearance of the wood, what the wood has been through. But the tree has survived storms, rain, wind.
And since then everything went very quick. We changed from the furniture industry to the flooring industry.
I have a big board and I have a small board. This one is more impressive, I think, or no?
I was always coloring when I was small. I was always making paintings. Okay, I'm coming from a painter family. My grandfather used to be a painter as well. I think maybe it's a little bit in the genes.
It's always unique. You never know in the beginning what the result will be. At the end, you will create something which is beautiful, which is not beautiful. It's all depending on how the wood's reacting. So what we're going to do today, we're going to create some new gray tones. The first stain that we will put on, it's a colorless stain. The result must be that the wood will be black. To mix it out with a little bit of water, because all the stains that we do, they're water-based stains. It's environmental friendly.
What I remember is that my father, most of the times he was away.
So my father was gone for buying wood and everything.
We get an office downstairs, so when you come back from school, you need to be silent.
Because my mother say, "Oh, I have a customer, you must be quiet."
Or there's clients eating in the kitchen table.
I remember one time that it was my birthday, and my father sent me a fax, and he write down "Happy birthday, darling," and everything like that.
Woman was walking on the floor, sometimes with high heel shoes, and then they damage the floor. And then they telling, we like another floor. It must be a little bit harder. And I'm looking for a new market and another product. And I was coming in contact with one man. Okay, there was some possibilities, but he said then we must be going together to Russia.
Frankie! Dit is meneer Frank.
That was the hardest pine, what you can find in Europe.
What do you like?
Only без души.
Everything you like.
Food, people.
And it was absolutely successful also.
In a couple of months, there is a boat coming in the port. You see the complete side of the port covered with all wood. We was really starting off from being a company making small things to really being a complete production company, including drying in the whole process. When you are young, you always want to be what your father is.
And he was coming out. And he was telling the people on the school, they telling that he have a very bad father. He is cutting all the trees. And that was very bad for the nature and for living on the people.
Normally, if you take an average, the tree will be around 150 years old. After that, the tree will die and it will be rotting. And as soon as the wood starts to rot, all the CO2, which is in the wood, it will be coming back into the environment. What you do, you get the biggest and the oldest trees, you cut them out of the forest. With these big trees going out of the forest, the small trees will get new life and they will be growing faster. All the free time that I had from school, okay, I was joining him in the job. Mostly remember of that is that I was thinking, well, it is a hard job, but I really liked the job that he was doing.
You get a lot of color ideas, creative ideas. You think, what if we try this and what if we try that? And of course, if you make thousands of designs, maybe 5 of them are good enough. This is a nice thing to show you, because actually this color was produced by accident. We smoked the wood, we stained the wood, then we made a mistake by sanding. This is the way it comes out, and you can see this is looking like 100 years old, but actually it is brand new. So the second coat, it will be a white stain. So you will have like an old grayish white tone, look like the color has been walked out of the wood.
And I think that's the nice thing about wood. You really need to understand the product. What are you doing? You need to respect the product as it is.
Okay, but the time is flying. When I try to sell to my customer, they tell me, no, maybe you can tell me how much you pay, and then they pay less than me. They think always that they can do more business on short time. Large wood was not so interesting anymore. It was going down.
It's not only starting a company, it is to challenge yourself, what are you capable of doing? I think the goal for him was to look where his limit was.
We must create a high-level product.
We picked up with European oak.
It is a very stable product. It is not cupping and slinging.
Because it is growing that dense and big varieties in the knots and all the things, everybody's unique. It's almost like a painting. We always call oak the chameleon of the wood.
Oak is one of the pieces of wood which has the tannin inside. And with this tannin in the wood, you can play according all the colors. So we have a mixture of white and gray oil. And the oil, that's really filling up the pores of the wood. This is at the end, this is the color. With the time it is changing a bit. The dark will be a little bit more dark. If I would apply this on any other piece of wood, you will not see this. From my point of view, it's a little bit too brown.
8 or 9 years ago, the discussion what we have, that they make a step in the business.
Frank asked us the question if we want to sell the company or we want to do it by ourselves.
You must do it on a passion that you like it and that you want to put all your energy in.
He always had like the phrase which is combining everything together.
There is only one way, and that's the right way.
Everything else is not good enough.
When I work together with my brother and my father and my mother, I am very happy.
I think creating products is one of the best things I can imagine in the company doing.
Together, you come to a better solution. You are not alone anymore.
FB Hout today. Well, FB Hout today, it is a production distribution company. In Holland, the production area for the very big boards. So the boards, they go up to 1/2 meter wide. We have the production in Germany. It is herringbone, chevron, strip flooring. And that's around 100,000 square meters. Production in Lithuania, around 600,000 square meters of normal flooring boards.
I recognize now that Mike, he can be better than his father.
I think we are a very strong team together and ready for the future.
Добро пожаловать в мир высококачественного и изысканного паркета, мир паркета Scheucher. Лес – почти неисчерпаемый источник жизни. Подтверждение тому можно найти в самом центре Европы, в Австрии. Леса здесь занимают почти 2/3 территории. Предгорья Альп и нижние части склонов покрывают широколиственные, дубовые, буковые леса. Выше их сменяют хвойные, в основном пихтовые леса. Лес – одно из национальных богатств Австрии. Опираясь на природное изобилие, компания Scheucher, основанная в городе Меттерсдорф, на сегодняшний день стала одним из ведущих поставщиков паркета высшего европейского качества. Стратегия, позволяющая компании открывать двери в премиум-сегмент, это гибкая политика фирмы, имеющая возможность предложить каждому архитектору, дизайнеру продукт, точно реализующий эстетическую концепцию заказчика. Под собственными марками Steyr Parket и Impression ежегодно производится около 1,5 миллиона квадратных метров паркета. Качество паркета Scheucher действительно европейское, и таковым останется навсегда. Это важно для нас — иметь хорошие отношения между поставщиками и покупателями. Мы определенно хотим продолжать производство здесь, в Австрии, и не планируем переносить его за пределы Европы. Благодаря многочисленным типам отборных пород древесины и огромному выбору цветовых решений, продукт Steyr Parket дает свободу выбора каждому. Элегантное, высококачественное покрытие продуктов Impression дает уникальные ощущения. 3 основных чувства – видеть, прикасаться, чувствовать запах – объединяются в нем. Сам процесс выбора доставит вам эстетическое удовольствие. С продуктами Steyr Parket и Impression компания Scheucher нацелена на людей активных, творческих, которые предъявляют особые требования к своему интерьеру и ищут новые, нестандартные варианты паркетных полов. Выбору материала для производства паркета компания придает первостепенное значение, используя для контроля самые современные технологии. Важно, что контроль качества проводится как на входе, так и в процессе обработки с недостижимой раньше точностью и скоростью. Экологическая безопасность – это еще один краеугольный камень философии Scheucher. Стремление Scheucher к идеалу и очень высокому качеству отразилось как на компании в целом, так и на персонале. Высокая квалификация рабочих плюс высокотехнологичное промышленное производство вместе сделали возможным изготовление высококачественного паркетного покрытия удовлетворяющего потребности самых требовательных покупателей. С наступлением осеннего периода леса постепенно начинают засыпать, деревья сбрасывают свои наряды. После зимы естественный цикл жизни обязательно возобновится, и деревья начнут расти опять. И так же, как и столетия назад, они приносят человечеству свой ценный материал – древесину, из которой в компании «Шойхер» создается исключительное паркетное покрытие.